So, in 24 hours, Spider-Man and the Spectacular Spider-Verse is going to drop on the Lonely Spiders channel. And years ago, I made a video going over the first 4 films of the Spectacular Spider-Verse. And now, we are doing it again, but with a lot more films this time. And oh my god, this video was crazy. Because I did not expect the length of this review to be this long. I thought it'd be 20 minutes. No! I wasn't even thinking about this. And also, this was not scripted. The review was not scripted. Which is probably a mistake on my part. But I just needed to be directly honest. And yes, this review will be dealing with a lot more, negative and positive reviews this time. And there are some films that are amazing and spectacular, good, and okay. All of these films are not terrible at all. There's no really terrible films at all on this list. Some are just better than others. And I'm gonna be directly honest on what films are that. Please subscribe. Just please subscribe. This video is a lot. So just please subscribe to the channel. That would mean a lot to me. So, yeah guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. First film on the list is Spider-Man Dead No More. And I'm not gonna lie, Peter went through hell in this film. No wonder he got the symbiote at the end of the movie. He went through hell in this film. He lost his best friend, pretty much, lost his girlfriend, kind of. He was broken by the end of this. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Eric's death really hit me hard. Because A, we spent a lot of time with Eric across 3 films. And 2, the fact that he was a clone. Because at the end of Best of Enemies, we discovered that Eric Riley was a clone of Eric. He was a clone. He was Ben Riley. He was Ben. That was their own twist of Scarlet Spider. And it actually worked really well. And I love that. I also really loved how Kane was utilized. And they actually made Kane actually sympathetic. Kind of, to a degree. I will go into more about Kane later on. Hey, I gotta respect about the day they didn't recast Kane to be someone else. They actually used Son played both Kane and Peter. That's actually really good, and I love that. I actually love that. It makes sense too because they're clones. Kane is a clone of Peter, so it makes sense of why they look so similar. I'm gonna get out of the way. The Jackal wasn't actually a okay, yes, he wasn't a physical threat, but that's not how he is in the comics, so it makes sense. But the fact that the final fight of this film was against Peter Parker and Kane, that was 20 minutes before the end of the actual film. That was 20 minutes before the actual ending of the film. That actually surprised me. The last, I'm so used to, final fights taking place, 10 to 15 minutes before the finale, before the end of the film. No, this final fight took place about, 20 to 25 minutes before the end of the film, which is actually amazing. I actually love that. I actually really love that. I love the costumes as well. The costumes for both Kane, Peter, and Daredevil. I forgot Daredevil was also dragged into this mix. Because, yeah, Daredevil's role in this film is actually kind of good. This is exactly how I expected a Spider-Man and Daredevil friendship to go. Because, first Daredevil gets involved because he thought Spider-Man actually killed people. He thought Spider-Man killed people. And turns out, when they fought, Daredevil realized, wait a minute, he was an imposter the entire time. And Daredevil never really helped out afterwards. Daredevil just kind of dipped after learning that, Peter was, Peter was innocent. Which kind of surprised me at first, but then I realized, yeah, Matt's probably got some things going on. And yeah, clearly he did, because when we see him later on in the film, he got beat up. Damn, Matt, what the hell happened to you? In the span of, a few hours or a few days. Also, Daredevil's costume was also really good. Daredevil's costume, because he first had the vigilante suit, and then and then at the end of the film in the post-credit scene, he got the red and black suit. God damn, that's one of the best Daredevil suits I have seen in a fan film. Anyway, back to what I said about Daredevil later on in the film. When Spider-Man sees Daredevil again, after Matt apparently gets beat up, Daredevil gives him generally good advice. They shouldn't play God. They shouldn't, just because yes, you can bring someone back to life, technically. It's not right to do that. Like, it's not what God wanted. So, I love that. I actually love Daredevil's inclusion in this film. At the end of the film, when after, like Peter and Gwen reconcile, kind of, and then the post-credit scene, Peter gets the symbiote suit. When we first saw this reveal, Eric revealed Spider-Man and Spectacular Spider-Verse, it amazed me, because he described this Peter as broken as hell. And yeah, no, I can see why. Like, I can genuinely see why this Peter was broken, because he went through hell these last 3 films. Like, this was a pain for Peter. And the only person left in his life at this point is Gwen. And also, if you guys have seen my last video, my last review, I talked about how I had OCD when Eric said in Best of Enemies that the event of Best of Enemies and Responsibility takes place over a year, and how I really did not like that, simply due to the fact that Eric was so much older. I get why they did it. Now, I looking back at it, I get why they did it. I get it. However, it still kind of bothered me. They no more fixed that by having Eric say that this film takes place years later, which, yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Thank goodness they did not have to fix that issue, but they did. So, thank you guys. Thanks. You actually fixed the problem that I kind of had with continuity. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. I forgot to mention as well, the fight scenes, they were amazing. Like, this was one of the best fight scenes in a Spider-Man fan film I have ever seen. The first really good fights in this film was Peter and Daredevil, Peter and Eric, and Peter and Kane. Those fights went so crazy. And the fan film, by the way, this is a fan film. And the fact that this fight scene went so good. There's a reason why Buckeye Studios is known for people who like actually do the fight choreographies so well. The only negative I can really say about this film, Peter's and Gwen's relationship, and not so much in this film. Like, this film made it kind of clear what was going on, and I like how Gwen's arc was like he wants to help Peter, and yeah, I kind of agree with Gwen, because like, she probably could have used help. She probably could have, like, at least, like, been involved with the Spider-Man stuff. So I get it. And then, it's not a problem with this film. It's the other films that kind of confuse me a lot. And I'll go into that a bit later. But, besides that, Dead No More was an amazing film. There's probably another negative in there somewhere. I just cannot tell where it is. I just cannot think of one. If there is, I will absolutely edit it in later on. Or maybe I'll just, like, make a comment or something, I don't know. But besides that, Dead No More is an amazing ending to an amazing trilogy of Spider-Man fan films. And, oh my god, it's spectacular. I don't know how to describe it. It's spectacular. So, I'm actually gonna go over a bit of Sean's, of the Buckeye Studios' spin-offs, because there are a bunch of spin-offs that came out before and after Dead No More. And this is more or less them trying to expand the old Marvel universe, which, hell, this is actually pretty good. I like that. Like, I like how they actually, you know, this universe is full of superheroes, so why not explore that? The first, like, spin-off film is the Daredevil, like, short film, like, The Devil's Inside, I think. Yeah, I think that was the film. And then after that was the Punisher short film, and that film's amazing. Like, that film's, like, generally amazing. I love how it focuses on, like, Frank having to, like, kind of forgive the man who, at least move on, kind of, from the man who killed Frank's family. Like, I kind of like that. Then there was the Power Man and Iron Fist film, which I really loved the dynamic between the both actors, between the actors of Danny Rand and Luke Cage. I really loved that. Then this film, I'm going to skip over the Wolverine and Jessica Jones film, because that actually does play an important part later on. The other spinoff happened was the Punisher and Daredevil film. Like, that film was pure action, and I love it. Because that actually feels like something straight out of the Netflix series. In fact, this entire universe feels like something out of the Netflix series, and I really love that. Like, I really, really love that. And now, here are the films that actually, like, those are the films that don't really impact the Spider-Verse stuff so much. Those are just more spin-offs of the of Sony's Marvel Universe, which is amazing. And now, these are the films that do kind of impact the rest of the Spider-Verse story, basically. First, it's the Jessica Jones and Wolverine film. The main film doesn't necessarily impact it. It's more of the end credit scene that does. Like, I love the chemistry between Jessica Jones and Laura Kitty, aka Wolverine. I love it. And I also love how, in this universe, Logan isn't the Wolverine. It's Laura this time. And I actually love that. X-23 deserves some spotlight, and I'm glad. And the end credit scene does set up the fact that basically, X-23 encountered Soccer and just ended up really destroying him. Like, he was brutally beaten to death, and it was insanity. We'll come back to Soccer in a minute. Then, we have the Kane Parker, the Scarlet Spider spinoff. Oh my god, this film, I'm not gonna lie, this might be my favorite film out of Sony's Spider-Man film, out of Sony's Marvel Universe. This felt like the most like a Netflix special or something, like a Netflix episode. This film was a lot more gory. I'm gonna be dead ass honest with you. This was a lot more gory, and I f***ing love that. Like, holy crap! Like, it did not need to be this gory, but the fact that it was, damn. And oh my god, do not get me started on Gwen Stacy in this film, because holy crap. I'm gonna mispronounce your name wrong, and I'm so sorry, but, Leon, I cannot pronounce her name, and I'm so sorry. I want to make this really clear. I am so sorry I cannot pronounce her name correctly. I apologize so badly, but oh my god, you killed it in this film. I'm not gonna lie. She is the MVP of this film, because, my god, like, Gwen went, like, she actively tried to get involved, like, really get involved. Like, she wants Kane behind bars, watched him put away, like, for what he did to her, which, fair enough. I respect that completely, and I actually agree with her. However, Peter just wants to give him a chance and kind of just let him be, which, I get he's in the symbiote suit, but even then, that's like the dumbest move I get. I get it. Peter's doing stuff. I get it. But he needs more supervision. And he just decided to let Gwen, the man that Kane hurted, by the way, handle this? Like, god damn it, Peter. Peter was an idiot. But, you know what? I'm kind of glad he did handle it, because, not gonna lie, no one else really did anything. Because, like, Daredevil got involved, like, a little bit. Like, Daredevil actively tried to go after Kane. Like, he actively went to go after Kane. And, yeah, no, like, the fights between Kane and Daredevil was actually insane. Like, I like how Daredevil was, like, kind of the antagonist in this film. Because, like, he just wants Kane behind bars. And Gwen wants him too. Like, Gwen wants him too. And there was a moment in this film between Kane and Gwen that made me realize Gwen is the main character of this film. Like, Gwen is the second main character of this film. Because, my god. Like, this. Guys, I'm gonna pull up the scene right here. This is just one of the best scenes I have seen in a fan film. So just roll the tape.
You gotta be kidding me. How did you find this place? Get away from me!
No! How dare you speak to me like that? You don't have the right. You shouldn't have any rights. I hate you for what you did to me.
You know, you're lucky you're still alive.
No! You're lucky you're still alive. Peter's giving you chance after chance, and you ruined every single one of them. You are just a selfish piece of shit. Even though you look like Peter, you'll never be half the man that he is.
Fuck you.
Like, Sans and Leanne's acting. Especially Leanne's acting. Also, I do apologize again if I mispronounced your name wrong. She killed it in this movie. Like, she killed it in this film. Holy crap. Like, I love this. Like, this is like, my God. Like, Gwen. Like, I get her point of view in this film. Like, yeah, Cain does not deserve fights after what he did to her. And even general, because he's a clone. Like, I understand the point of view. But even at the end of the film, like, she pretty much saved both Daredevil and Cain's asses. Like, she saved them both. Because they were too busy fighting to notice a collapsing building on their head. So, to my apologies, turns out Gwen ended up shooting the gun to stop both Cain and Daredevil from killing each other. And then that's how the building started blowing up. So, my bad. Turns out the building was fine. Gwen kind of screwed it up, but she still basically saved them both from killing each other. So, my point still stands. No, Cain ended up realizing that he had to be a hero. He wanted to, like, you know, be a hero, I guess you can say. And at the end, he wanted to kill himself. Like, you seriously kidding me? Like, Son. You actually, like, no. Son's acting as Cain is amazing in this. Like, I'm gonna be dead as honest. Like, damn. I did not expect this film to really go this hard into, like, the subject and just be this much, like, more mature than the Spider-Man films. But they did. Okay, and this is the part where I'm actually going to dive into it a little bit. I'm going to wait till the soccer spinoff to I can go more. But it's the same problem between Gwen and Peter's relationship. I don't know what's happening between these two. I don't know. I don't know if they're together or if they're, like, just friends. Because this and the soccer spinoff are giving me mixed signals. Because, like, this film makes it seem like they're just friends, but then in the saga spinoff, they look like they're together, and I'm gonna explain to that like when I get to the saga spinoff. Also, end credit scene ended up being the first reveal of Miguel O'Hara, aka Spider-Man 2099, into the whole storyline. And I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't a badass entrance. That's pretty much Cain Parker, and holy crap. This is the best film out of Sonic films. I'm not gonna lie. This is the best one. Like, this is the best one. Like, my God. Oh my God. This film was amazing. This film was just truly amazing. Now, on to the Soccer spinoff. Soccer, the Prodigy Son. I know it's the title of the film, I think. I actually like the different vibe in this film. It takes place right after the events of the Jessica Jones Wolverine spinoff, and we see how badly X-23 beat it up Stalker. Like, god damn, like, my God, Herman got destroyed. Like, look at this man, he got destroyed. Which makes sense. He got beat up by Wolverine, which makes sense, but still, damn. But anyway, this does kind of reveal that how Stalker was operating after the event of, Best of Enemies, and, you know, Stalker is, like, in a rough place right now, damn. Like, you actually feel bad for Stalker in this film, because, like, I actually have no words to describe it. Like, I deadass have no words to describe it. Especially since this is, like, who is the person who directed this film? Eric Royce, I think his name was. Yeah, I think that was his name. My God, he killed this soccer film. Like, he deadass, like, made this film good. Dom's acting performance as Soccer. My God, that was amazing. Like, you understand why Soccer was just acting the way he was in Dead No More. And also, like, in the other films as well. Like, you actually understand that. Like, you actually feel bad for Soccer by the end of this. And, yeah, I actually do believe that Soccer deserves to be a hero. Also, at the end of the film, we see that he is talking to Peter. Like, he is talking to Spider-Man. And it's discovered that, you know, Herman knows who Peter Parker is. Like, he knows who Spider-Man is. And, I mean, makes sense. Like, that would kind of make sense. He worked with Harry. It made kind of sense, you know? And Peter decided that, you know, if Stalker really wants to be a hero, if he wants to be a hero, why not let him be his partner? Why not? Despite everything he's gone through, despite every single thing that he wants to, and how much he just wanted to die by the end of this, by halfway point of this film, he wanted to kill himself. He still rose up, and he became a hero. Even if he doesn't personally believe in it, he became a hero, and that is amazing. Wow, I love that. You don't expect that, but it's amazing, and I love it. And then also, there was a post-credit scene where I think it took place, around Christmas, I'm assuming a few months later, after assuming at least, where you can start to see the symbiote's effect on Peter a lot more, and also the same thing with the Kane film. You can see Peter's effect with the symbiote a lot more, to the point where he started calling, to the point where Peter started referring to himself as we.
Look, we're sorry you suck at the easiest game ever created. Come on, just one more try. One more game, we're sure you'll get it this time.
No. I'm done.
Come on, get back here, Shocker! We'll chase you to the ends of the earth!
Why do you keep talking like that?
Like what?
You keep using we and us when you're talking about yourself? It's pretty weird.
No, I'm not.
Wow, Peter had the symbiote on for God knows how long. How long has Peter had the symbiote for? For a year? Damn! That is crazy. And now the events just started coming in. Okay, but they did the soccer meme, which was amazing. I love it. They did the soccer meme in the most nonchalant way ever, and I love it. Second off, when Miguel showed back up to recruit Peter, and it is also explains how Gwen got involved in how Gwen is getting involved in the Spectacular Spider-Verse, because she just went into the portal with Peter. There was a funny ass joke where Peter said to Miguel, "Hey, is there Christmas in the future?" And then Miguel said it in the most nonchalant ever, and that's why I love it. Santa was assassinated in 2049.
So, is Christmas still around in the future?
Santa was assassinated in 2047.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you're serious?
Yes.
Oh. Well, hey, have some Christmas spirit, man.
Santa was assassinated, and that made me laugh so hard. That was the best joke. The best joke out of Saw's films. I'm sorry, that was the greatest joke that I've seen. It's so nonchalantly made too. That is fantastic. And also the other problem, this also gives me mixed signals again about how Gwen and Peter's relationship is. That's the other negative. That's the other negative in this film. Really, it's Gwen and Peter's relationship. Because it's so confusing. Okay, what's going on? Are they together or are they friends? Because the Kane film made it seem pretty obvious that they were just friends.
My boyfriend, or our mutual friend Peter Parker.
It was from what I saw. That's the vibe I was getting. But then when you go to the soccer film, I mean, I get it. Times have passed. I get it. But even then, they could have explicitly said it. They could have just made it more obvious of what was going on between the relationships. Okay, so I was wrong, and in the soccer spinoff, they actually do explicitly say that Peter and Gwen are dating.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Okay, not really. He's been a lot busier with the Spidey stuff, more than he used to be. And he's blown me off 5 times. Wait, am I being selfish?
No. When dating someone usually requires the dating part.
So, yes, while they do explicitly say that they're dating, that doesn't necessarily fix my problem that I wish that I kind of thought the point of the ending of Then No More was the fact that Peter would have to earn everything back, including Gwen. So, them starting the day together, again, off screen, kind of ruins that ending, because, I want Peter to earn it back. Yes, Peter's in the symbiote, so I get it. But still, I kind of wish that Peter would earn his way back on screen. So, however, these are also fan films, so I understand if they didn't want to do that, but still. My point still stands. But I do like how Gwen got so tired of the bullshit that Gwen just jumped into the portal with Peter and Miguel. So, yeah, I get it. I get it. But, yeah, no, that's pretty much, it for Sean's side of the Spider-Verse story. And now, it's on to Eric's side. Now, we're going to be talking about Spider-Man Back to Basics. And I'm not going to lie, in this film was essentially a comedy special. Some of the jokes have landed. Some of the jokes did not land, sadly. In this film, okay, let's focus on the positives before I go on to the negatives. Positives, I love the suit for Peter. Like the advanced suit for Peter was amazing. The Green Goblin suit, that's actually the most comic accurate Green Goblin suit I have seen in a fan film. So, yeah, that's actually really iconic. I love the costume for Green Goblin. I feel like that Daredevil and Wolverine were also part of this film, because this film deals with a mutant storyline. There's mutants involved in the storyline. And I love that. I like that, you know, this film, and there's actually a diverse crowd between, like, half of New York likes the mutants, half of New York really hates the mutants. And now it's explicitly stated in the Daily Bugle scene, between, like, the first introduction of MJ and Eddie Brock, because no, Eddie's a douchebag. I'm sorry, Eddie's a douchebag. No offense to the actor. It's really cool. No offense to the actor. He was a douchebag. Like, I get it. I get it. That's kind of part of his. I get that's kind of part of the character. Like, he is a douchebag. But he made me unlike him at times. Like, I really did not like the character of Eddie Brock. MJ was pretty cool. Like, MJ was like, yeah, like they both had minuscule roles, and if anything. But hey, it was there. So I'm kind of glad about that one. Billy and Peter's dynamic was also really fun in this film. I loved it in Power and Responsibility, and I love it here too. Peter's and Gwen's were definitely more awkward this time around, because in the beginning of the film, they broke up, and then by the end of the film, they got back together. So yeah, it's a love story comedy show with Spider-Man. Which, with all intents and purposes, actually makes sense, because that's kind of what Spider-Man comics are. Like, they deal with the drama, the romance, and everything like that. So you know what? Points to Eric to actually trying to adapt that. Only complaint, however, is that they kind of, in my personal opinion, the vibe of this film was way too comedic. And like I said before, some of the jokes did not land in this film. So that kind of took me out of, like, the serious moments happening, because there are some serious moments that obviously happen in this film, with, like, Daredevil returning back, the scene between Peter and Gwen, and Daredevil at Peter's house. I do like the Peter and Gwen relationship in this film. Not as much as Sean's Peter's and Gwen's relationship, but I do like it. I do like the chemistry between each other. Those deaths, for example, did not go well for me, simply due to the fact that, I don't know, it didn't really hit hard when Otto died. Like, yeah, it was kind of like, wow, okay, that actually happened, but it didn't hit as hard. I guess because we didn't spend as much time with him, I guess. I don't know, but it just felt off at times. Like, the comedic vibe, like, honestly, and I mean this in no disrespect. Eric, if you're watching this, no disrespect at all. I understand what this film was trying to be, and I think you succeeded in most of the aspects. It's just the comedic aspect really ruined it for me. But the comedic aspect was way too high in this film. I feel like if it was a mix between the two, I would have liked that. But the fact that they just went more on the comedic side really ruined it for me sometimes. So yeah, that's kind of my criticism in this film. That's like the major criticism in this film, is that the comedic side was just too much. However, the final fight between Spider-Man and Green Goblin was actually pretty amazing. I liked the fact that half the fight took place in the air. Like I like it. And the CGI was actually pretty good in this film. Like, they actually used CGI for swinging scenes, and I liked it. I really liked it. I'll make this real clear. The only time the joke really landed to me in the comedic side of things was in the beginning of the film, when Peter and Mysterio were just debating. They were just talking.
You're not gonna take me without a fight, Spider-Man.
I was hoping you'd say that. I'm sorry. What am I looking at right now?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? The big glowing purple fishbowl on your head.
Oh, this? It's my new mask. It's my illusion. It's to conceal my identity.
But I already know who you are. I literally just saw you.
No, but, like, besides you, it's when I fight other superheroes.
What other superheroes, man? You only fight me.
Not after I destroy you.
This thing is crazy bright, too.
Oh, sorry, my bad, man. I'll turn it off.
Thanks. Oh, There's blobs on my eyes right now. You're gonna have to give me a second. That was like looking into the sun.
Really? You think I should maybe turn the brightness down?
Yeah, I'm seeing spots, bro. Can you even see out of that thing?
I mean, not really.
So why even wear it?
To conceal my... I just told you this, man. Were you not listening?
It looks ridiculous, man. Why didn't you just get a normal supervillain mask?
Would you have rather I picked a different mask?
No, I would have rather you left me alone and didn't attack a senior's home with your illusions. But if you're asking, yeah, I would have preferred you picked a different mask.
Okay, well, it was a fishbowl or a ski mask.
Why the hell were your only choices between that and a ski mask? What? Is the supervillain mask store low on stock right now?
You know what? Actually, they are. Because somebody keeps throwing all their customers in jail. So yeah, maybe the glowing fishbowl wasn't the best pick. But did you have to be so mean about it?
That was the time where it actually worked so well. After that, kind of felt nuanced, I'm not gonna lie. It felt a little dry at times. But, no, like, I like it. I love this film. I really do like this film. Not as much as Time Responsibility, but I do genuinely like the film. Like, I really do like it. So, yeah, and the post-credit scene of this film is essentially just a setup for Superior Spider-Man. Pretty much just it. Yeah. Oh my God, I forgot to go over the characters. Okay. Wolverine was kind of just there. He didn't do anything. He just talked to Peter and fight Daredevil and Spider-Man. That was really all he did. Daredevil had a lot more better role, but he actually came out of retirement to help out Peter defeat Logan. So that was pretty cool. I did like those three actually interacting with each other. But besides that, Wolverine did not do anything. You see, this is a bit more of a mixy situation because, like, Wolverine, like, the mutant storyline is it's a good concept. I really like the mutant storyline. I just wish Wolverine, I just wish Wolverine had more to do in this film, you know? That's what I kind of just wish. I wish that Wolverine had more to do in this film. And after the comedic side, it was just too much. That was pretty much it. I liked the fact that we're getting Hobgoblin in Spectacular Spider-Verse tomorrow. So, yeah, I want to see Hobgoblin and see how that storyline's adapted with Kingpin and the Spider-Verse stuff. So, can't wait to see that. But overall, Back to Basics was pretty okay. Definitely, like, not as good as Power and Responsibility, but still an overall good film, overall. Okay, now we're on to Eric's spin-offs, because, yes, he also did another Marvel Universe. And this one has an actual name. It's called Heroes and Outcasts, and I like it, because half of these people in this list are outcasts and are heroes. So, makes overall sense. First project that was not Spider-Man related was the Wolverine, the Wrath of Wolverine, I'm pretty sure. That took place before the event of Back to Basics, and my God, this film was amazing. Because it pretty much focused on Wolverine going after the Source of Humanity for what it did to a mutant. Right? That's what they did. And, I like that Wolverine was able to actually cut loose and beat up the Church of Humanity, especially due to the fact that I really, really hate cults. So yeah, it was fun seeing Wolverine beat the shit out of them. And I'm not gonna lie, this was Eric's best project, if I have to be honest. I think this was Eric's best project up until the Deadpool film, which I will go into in a bit later. And there was the Deadpool Wolverine spin-off that happened that introduced Deadpool into the universe. That was pretty fun. There was the Ghost Rider Midnight Suns film. I think that was next. I can't remember. That film was also pretty great. Love seeing Ghost Rider and Doctor Strange being introduced in this universe. Really cool. Hulk was kind of cool because yes, Hulk was kind of hard to do CGI with. So instead, this film focused on Bruce Banner's psyche with him and the Hulk. I love that. That's amazing. Then the Deadpool film. Which I'm gonna be directly honest. This Deadpool film was like the best film in Eric's franchise. I'm gonna be directly honest. It is definitely amazing. I don't know if Spider-Verse is gonna prove me wrong. That film could easily be better than the Deadpool film. For right now, the Deadpool film is the best film in Eric's franchise. And because it actually tackled the comedic aspect of what Back to Basics, what I didn't like about Back to Basics, and put it in the Deadpool project, it fits so much better. Like, it fits so much better. And this is where Eric's comedic side of filmmaking works the best. I'm gonna be directly honest. This is where it works best. And Spider-Man in this film actually looks a lot better because it's in a Deadpool project. So, yeah, I like that. And I like how Deadpool is just trying to prove himself to be a hero. And Spider-Man's just constantly in his... Like, Spider-Man's like... He just jumps in. He just jumps in, which... And it's just funny. It's just fun to see that. The only complaint I have about this film, though... Miles gets introduced. And that's a whole can of worms that I don't blame anyone for. I don't blame the cast. I don't blame Eric. I don't blame, Cypher. I think that's the guy who was meant to be Miles originally. I don't blame him for this whole situation. I don't blame him for that. If you guys don't know, Cypher, there was meant to be a Miles Morales spin-off, like a 4-part spin-off played by, Cypher. I think I pronounced the name wrong. I apologize deeply. Unfortunately, he left the franchise because, you know, he just wanted to move on, which I get it, which is understandable. It just feels out of place, you know? It feels out of place for Miles, an essential character to Spectacular Spider-Verse, to be introduced in a Deadpool film. You know how odd that sounds? This is no one's fault. This is no one's fault. I understand this. But at the same time, it just feels off, you know? Like, it feels genuinely off. Again, no hate to the Only Spider. No hate to anyone. Like, this is definitely the best film. Like, the Deadpool film is generally the best film yet. Absolutely, by no shadow of a doubt, the best film. Until Spectacular Spider-Verse. I need to see that first before I make that full decision. But for right now, if you do not agree with Spectacular Spider-Verse, the Deadpool film is the best film in Eric's Marvel Universe. Okay, and now we have the Spider-Gwen kickoff spin-off. This film focuses on Gwen Stacy taking down the Kingpin, aka Matt Murdock, and it was actually pretty good. I love the colors of this universe. Like, it's different. It's more like, I want to say more vibrant. I mean, yeah, I guess it is technically more vibrant. It's more vibrant colors. Like, the colors of this universe is different from the other Marvel films, and I really love that. I don't know if it's a design choice or if that just like it was a complete accident. Because I know they used a different camera in this film. But, no, I loved it. I really love it. And I love Emma as Spider-Gwen. I really do love that. And Kingpin, like Matt Murdock as Kingpin. Colin played, I'm going to be completely dead ass honest. He played this version of Kingpin better than he did as Daredevil. I'm going to be directly honest. Like, he actually pulled off really well as Kingpin. So, I love it. I genuinely love this film. There is a post-credit scene in this, in the Spider-Gwen film. This post-credit scene has, Miguel and Peter, go into Otto's universe and just kind of having Miguel tell Peter to go find Otto, while Miguel goes recruit Gwen, because he does not trust this version of Peter Parker, like the main Peter Parker, which we're going to discover why in Spectacular Spider-Verse. The confusing thing, though, is how the hell is the chemistry going to work between Gwen Stacy of Earth 65 and the main, in the regular Gwen Stacy. Also, there's another, I forgot Leanne's Gwen Stacy in this whole situation, too. Like, there's 3 Gwen Stacy in this film. Oh my god, there's like 3 Gwen Stacy's in Spectacular Spider-Verse. I just had that realization now. Jesus. Okay, I just had that realization just now. So, yeah, that's gonna be fun to see. Hopefully the anime's good. And on to the final film of this whole review. Party Boy Studios, The Superior Spider-Man, My Own Worst Enemy. And this film, I was really looking forward to the most, simply due to the fact that I love the Superior Spider-Man as a character, and I loved Walk Day 1, so I really wanted to see what he did here, what Peter did here, and my god, Peter killed it as Otto, because this film mostly dealt with, like, Otto and Otto's psyche. There was a bit of action, I'm not gonna lie, like, the beginning of the film focused on Peter and his own diary, whatever, like his own journal, like video logs, I guess. Well, you know, we get a bit of backstory behind Peter's, life before Otto took over his body. We saw him take down Massacre, who is actually kind of the main, who is a villain. I won't even say the main, is there even a main villain of this film? I don't even think there is. This film is just strictly about Otto trying to juggle everything. That's really it. Well, he definitely kind of screwed up Peter's life in some aspects, I'm not gonna lie. But overall, I love Peter's performance as Otto. Also before Eric, I think that's the guy's name who played Otto, the main Otto Octavius. I think both him and Peter played both versions of Otto so well. Like, I love that little like chess game scene in his own mindscape, in Otto's and Peter's mindscape. I love that. I also love the fact that the mindscape got used, which was an interesting concept in the Superior Spider-Man run, and I'm glad Peter brought it here. I'm glad. Massacre was pretty cool actually seeing him around, and you can see the difference between both Peter and Otto's way of taking him on. I think I love Peter's speech, which I'm gonna play right here because it's phenomenal.
Can't you see, Spider-Man? All I need is one life. One random, insignificant person. That's how I win. This world is meaningless, Spider-Man. Everything and everyone in it will crumble and fall and die and fade into obscurity. You can't save everyone, Spider-Man. And that's how I win!
That's where you're wrong. Today, everybody lives. As long as I'm breathing, as long as I wear this suit, everybody lives. Even you. You talk about winning? That's what you think this is about? I don't do this to try and beat someone or prove that I'm better than someone. I don't do this because it's fun. God knows I don't do it because it's easy. I do it because it's right. And it's what I've chosen to do. This is my responsibility. A responsibility to life. Life is beautiful and powerful, but you'll never see that, will you? Maybe this is all meaningless, but it's the best I can do. And I intend to do this until I die. I don't know when that is. Could be today, could be tomorrow, but I know as long as I live, I will never let people like you decide who lives and dies.
That speech, my God, that speech still goes on into my head this day. This has wanted to be one of the greatest speeches I have seen in a Spider-Man fan film. The Spider-Verse franchise has brought out one of the greatest moments in fandom history, in the Spider-Man fandom history. I love this version of Peter, and I hope we see more of him in the final film, which now takes place officially before the event of Spectacular Spider-Verse, but it's releasing after Spectacular Spider-Verse, so I get it, things happen, like release dates get mixed up, and I get it, things happen, so no one's fault on that part. But then when we see Otto, take down Massacre, we see the difference and how they really take on Massacre. And wow, you see how Otto has kind of ruined Peter's life. I want to make that specifically clear. He ruined Peter's life in this film. So, he completely distanced himself from MJ. He completely got rid of MJ. He ruined Peter's reputation completely by literally shooting someone at a broadcast. So, he started Massacre while broadcasted. That made it even worse. My God, imagine how many people saw that, friend. Also, okay, wait, hold up. This was so fun. This was so shocking to see. Cause, okay, at the end of the film, Otto realized his true potential. He realized his true potential, in that he wants to find happiness, and he wants to find happiness somehow, and his best way to do that is to save off Peter's head. And I do not mean that in the metaphorically. I literally mean he saved off his own head. Peter saved off his own head to film this part. That is insane. That is actually freaking insane. He really buzz cut his entire hair. You know how committed that is? Do you know how insane that is? And I don't think that was some freaking bald cap too. I think that was his general hair. If that was a bald cap, damn, I'm surprised. But if it was his actual hair, Peter freaking Hoover, you are a legend for that. Because that is a freaking commitment. That is commitment on another level. I have not seen a commitment like this in a while. And I've seen some people do some crazy things in fan films. You know how long that takes for someone's hair to go back? Like, that is insane. That's actually insane. I'm not getting over that. I'm not getting over that one point. Like, that's insane. So, this film was amazing. And I love it. Like, I love this film. And I cannot wait to see all of these people show up in the Spectacular Spider-Verse. Because I'm confident from the trailers I've seen, from everything like that, Eric, Sean, and Peter, Emma, Leanne, and I forgot who else. I forgot if there was another person, but whoever the other cats are going to kill it in this film. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I apologize for not reacting to the official main trailer of the Spectacular Spider-Verse, because there was an amazing shot of all the spider people swinging away. Like, that made me even more hyped for this film than before, like, generally. Like, that made me really, really hyped for this. And, yeah, I cannot not wait to see this film tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And this is the finale of Eric's Spider-Man story. And I really hope, I'm pretty confident as well, that it's about to go off with a bang. The video you just watched was filmed on Thursday, October 23rd. It is now Wednesday, October 29th. And by the time you see this video, it will be Thursday, October 30th. Which means that this video has taken me a week to edit. This has definitely been the most longest video I have ever filmed in a while. Like, the uncut version of this whole video was about like 55 minutes long. That's how long this video was. And the fact that it's like sorting down at all, it's still long. Like, it's still a really long video compared to most of my other videos. And I really hope people watch this video and like this video and subscribe, because there is still a long form video coming soon. 2 videos actually. One will be my fan film, my Spider-Man fan film, my final Spider-Man fan film. That I'll make a whole separate video for that when I'm ready to announce it. But the other video that will be long formatted will be the Spectacular Spider-Verse movie review. Yes, guys, I'm making a genuine review of the Spectacular Spider-Verse. When will that video come out? I don't know. Probably in the next couple of weeks. But no, seriously, guys, this video has taken me a while to edit, and while it's still not perfect, as a senior high school kid, I think I did good enough. I genuinely think I did good enough to edit this video the best of my abilities. And yeah, if this video was this long to film, I guarantee you the movie review will be an hour long. I guarantee that. There's absolutely no avoiding it, unless I somehow just review it in the most 10-20 minute format, unless I do that. But the way I have planned to review that film, it's gonna be an hour long. I guarantee it. So hopefully you guys will subscribe and stay tuned for that video, because my god, I have a lot to say about this film. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.